Welcome to Organizing with Ease, where we simplify and organize our lives for the better. I'm Deanna Moll, your host, here to guide you towards a more organized and enriching life. Together, let's explore practical strategies, inspiring stories, and expert advice to simplify every aspect of our lives. Are you ready to embark on this journey with ease? Let's start. Hello, my friend, and welcome back to Organizing with Ease. I'm your host, Deanna Moll, and we're continuing our October focus, Simplify, Streamline, and Succeed series. Halloween is just around the corner, and while the fun and festivities are in full swing, there's still plenty to get done before the end of the year. As we move towards the final months of 2024, it's important to balance the joy of Halloween with staying on track with our year-end goals. As Benjamin Franklin once said, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. This applies not just to our work and personal goals, but even to the way we prepare for the holiday festivities, even like Halloween, which is down the street, so to speak, right? Today we'll talk about how to enjoy Halloween while making sure you're staying on top of the big year tasks that need attention before the end of the year. Of course, we will use the Fresh Start method to help you break things down into simple, manageable steps so you can have fun and make progress. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive right in. Halloween is a time for fun, costumes, candy, and parties. Hopefully, you are into this wonderful day of celebration of Halloween. Trick or treat. But it's also important to remember that we're heading into the fourth quarter of the year. So there's still work to get done, right? Yes, it is. Projects to complete and personal goals to tackle. According to a study, 50% of Americans feel significantly more stressed as the year end approaches due to a combination of work deadlines and holiday obligations. So, how do we find the balance between enjoying Halloween and staying productive? We're going to embrace Halloween, whether you celebrate or not, but we're going to set boundaries. So while it's important to enjoy the festivities, it's equally important to set boundaries. Time management is key. You can still fully engage in the fun without sacrificing progress on important tasks. By scheduling your Halloween activities, you'll ensure you leave enough time for other priorities. So, example, if you're decorating your house or preparing for a Halloween party, plan these activities on weekends or during evenings so they don't interfere with your work or your personal commitments. Time blocking will keep you from feeling like you're falling behind. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus, right? Hocus pocus. It's time to also review your goals for the rest of 2024. What's left for the year? So, according to the research by the American Psychology Association, 31% of people report that the end of year stress stems from too many obligations. The key is to focus on what really matters. What projects or personal goals do you really need to prioritize before the year's out? Right? Think about that. So if you create a quote unquote, what I'll say, October priorities list, write it down. Get the 3 things you must accomplish by the end of the month. These are your non negotiables. Everything else can be planned around it. Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. This is Macbeth by William Shakespeare. You know, I'm going to have to throw in these Halloween kind of like quotes here in between. It's just way too tempting for me. I'm so sorry, but that's just how it is for me today. One of the best ways to streamline your time is by batching tasks. This means grouping similar activities together so that you're not constantly switching gears. So, if you need to shop for Halloween costumes, decorations, and candy, do it all in one trip rather than spending and spreading yourself so thin over several days. What that does is it wastes time. And what you want to do, if you do it all on one day, one stop shop, it saves your time and it keeps you focusing sharp on what needs to get done. You batch your holiday tasks and year end work priorities. Dedicate one afternoon for all of your Halloween prep, like shopping and decorating. And then you block out time during the week to focus solely on work, tasks, or personal projects. The average American spends around $100 on Halloween costumes and decorations each year. I don't know. I think lately in my household it has been a little bit over 100. I don't know, maybe like say a couple of hundred, but again, if you start batching your shopping, you could possibly stick to a budget. Hopefully, you have created one, even for Halloween, which also saves you time. Now that we've discussed the importance of balance, let's explore how the Fresh Start method can help you stay organized during Halloween season and keep an eye on your year end goals. First, let's identify and sort everything you need to get done, both for Halloween and your year end goals. It's important to write everything down to get a full view of what's on your plate. Did you know that there was a study found that writing down goals increases the likelihood of success by 42%? Simply putting pen to paper makes a huge difference. So, what we're going to do is you're going to sort your task into these type of categories. We're going to do what? Halloween fun, from decorating to costume prep to trick-or-treating plans. Work goals. Any year-end projects, reports, or deadlines you need to meet? Personal goals. This could include fitness goals, family time, or self care. By categorizing your tasks, you have a clear picture of what requires attention and when. Now let's simplify. Halloween can quickly get overwhelming if you overcommit, and the same goes for your year end goals. To stay on top of these things, it's essential to reduce what's not necessary and focus on what's truly important. Maybe you don't need to decorate every room in the house for Halloween. Just maybe the main areas like the front porch or just like your entryway or living room. According to a 2022 survey, the average American spends over $100. Well, I could say in our household over the years, it's been well over $100, not only on Halloween decorations alone, but also on the candy and costumes. But if you simplify how much you can also save not only money and time, but it also helps you manage your budget. When it comes to work and personal tasks, identify what can wait until after the holiday and eliminate non essential projects from your plate. Once you reduced your list, it's time to create systems to stay on track. Systems help prevent overwhelm and keep everything organized. Create a simple schedule for a Halloween task. Maybe it's dedicating Thursday nights to Halloween prep, like carving pumpkins, finalizing costumes, or watching a spooky movie with the family. But just as important are also your work routines and what you have in place for your systems. The last quarter of the year is notorious for being packed with deadlines. I don't know about you, but I so know that, especially wrapping up client projects because they want to have it all done before the holidays and before the new year. You want to set up a system where you dedicate specific blocks of time to focus on year-end projects. Set up a family command. Consider setting up a family command center for Halloween. Use a shared calendar to track events, trick or treat plans, or costume shopping. This keeps everyone on the same page and minimizes last minute chaos. Once Halloween wraps up, we'll be moving right into the thick of the holiday season, Thanksgiving, holiday shopping, and year end work projects. According to the National Retail Federation, 44%, listen to this, of people feel more stress around the holidays due to balancing shopping, family obligations, and work. So let's try to stay ahead of that, okay? And let's start. I've written out a couple of examples, and so hopefully you'll be on point with this with me. And then, of course, we've got the challenge at the end for the week. So we're going to review our year-end goals. We're going to take some time this week to reflect on your goals for 2024. Did you hit your milestone? Are there any key tasks left to complete? Prioritizing what matters most will help you finish strong. Start planning for November and December. Once Halloween is over, that is definitely your mark. That's the holiday that's going right into the total holiday season, right? We move straight into that Thanksgiving, the December holidays. We start planning early, whether it's work-related deadlines or personal events. Get a head start now so you're not rushing at the last minute. If you are hosting Thanksgiving, now is the perfect time to create a guest list. Start planning the menu. Think about any decorations you may need. As the holidays approach, don't let your regular routines fall by the wayside. Staying consistent with your daily habits, whether it's work, exercise, or personal care, will keep you grounded during the busy season. I'm telling you, you want to set up that Sunday planning session to map out your week. I say this a time again and again. Again, if it's not a Sunday, I've chosen a Sunday, try a Saturday or a Friday. This truly keeps you organized and helps reduce stress during the holiday rush. Use this holiday time to create your Sunday planning. Create a day, a weekend on that so that you plan ahead. This week's challenge is to take a step back and assess where you are with both Halloween and your year-end goals. So here is what I would like for you to do. You ready? I've got 3 of them. So hopefully you'll be able to do all 3. You want to list your top 3 Halloween tasks and your top 3 year-end priorities. You want to set boundaries by scheduling time for Halloween fun and year-end goals. Make sure both have space on your calendar. You want to simplify at least one thing, whether it's your Halloween plans or work projects, to reduce stress. Remember, you can enjoy Halloween and make a steady progress on your goals by setting clear priorities and staying organized. That's it for today. As Halloween gets closer, remember that balance is key. You can enjoy the spooky season while staying focused on your year-end goals by applying the Fresh Start method. You'll feel less stressed and more prepared as we move forward through the final months of 2024, which I still can't believe we're talking about that. Take on this week's challenge and share your progress. I'd love to hear from you and see how you're balancing the Halloween fun and your year-end priorities. Now, for those of you that do not celebrate Halloween, try then focusing on those year-end priorities. Next week, we'll dive into the stress-free holiday planning as we prepare for Thanksgiving and beyond. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one out. Thank you for tuning in. Stay organized, stay motivated, and I will see you next week. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and if you're anything like me, you want to be ahead of the game, organized and stress-free, so you can actually enjoy the holiday with your loved ones. This month on Organizing with Eve, I've got something extra special just for you. We're all about preparing for Thanksgiving in the most efficient and fun possible way. And to make it easier, I've created an exclusive Thanksgiving meal prep checklist. All you have to do is click the link in the show notes to get a copy of it for yourself. This guide walks you through everything from making your guest list to planning your menu, decorating your space, and even for some last-minute reminders like defrosting the turkey, prepping for the appetizers. So whether you're hosting for the first time or you're a seasoned pro, this checklist will keep you on track and stress-free. So what are you waiting for? Tap the link in the show notes, download the checklist, and start planning your perfect Thanksgiving. Share it, please, with your friends and family as well, so that everyone can stay organized and have an amazing holiday. Happy prepping, and remember, step by step, little by little, we'll make this your best Thanksgiving yet. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Organizing with Ease podcast on your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you who are passionate about living their best lives. And remember, a new episode comes out every Thursday at 8 a.m. So mark your calendar and join us. Until next week, take care and keep shining bright.